Hey everyone. In my opinion, the main reason for unhappiness and dissatisfaction in the lives of millions of people, including me, is our own expectations. Most of the people believe that the main reason for sorrow it lies in comparison of their lives with others. That is true. Because everyone's lives is different, everyone's life story is different, the resources which the person had differs, and consequently the path differs. But what I believe and what I have seen closely is that if we just sit and ponder, we realize that the reason of this unhappiness lies within us. Have you ever thought about this? That whenever we start doing any work or whenever we just think of doing any work, we already have an image of ourselves doing that work. And in the most ideal way possible. For example, if we start a new job, we already have an image of ourselves doing that job in a particular way, earning success, money, and things following that. Means we always expect good, better for ourselves, the best for ourselves. And that is our human tendency, which often makes us feel guilty. Why? Because when we do the work, we realize that it is nothing like I expected. Nothing is going the way I expected it to work. Nothing is going like that. Then we become gloomy and the downward spiral continues. When we become sad, we have a void created in us. To fulfill that void, we take help of external things, social media, like that. We see people who are living better lives than us. Then we again become sad, and again we take help from the external sources, which we call as extrinsic motivation. But soon after repeating this cycle quite a lot of times, we realize that where we are standing today, we are standing in the same place. Means no improvement, even after doing so much efforts in making ourselves feel better. So you might think that, okay, the reason is our expectations. So the solution to the problem would be to stop expecting. But again, it's an ideal expectation. We can never stop expecting. Because if we will not expect things from ourselves, then who will? Right? We already feel so much pressurized when others expect so much from us. But we can never stop expecting things from ourselves. The reason is that, believe me or not, we are optimistic human beings. We always want the best for ourselves and in every circumstance. So the solution to the problem is not to stop expecting, but to change our mindset. Whenever we see any work, for example, for student studies, when you study, when you give it your all, still the result doesn't come out the way you expected it to be. That is the first time you realize that we can't be rigid with our lives. We have to be flexible. We have to acknowledge the fact that we can only do our work and confront the challenges coming in that work bravely. You are brave. You should not escape the challenges, the problems coming in that work. Perfection is not that whenever you are doing any work, you will not confront any challenge. You will not face any problem. That is not the definition of perfection. And in fact, you should not strive for perfection. Instead, you should strive for improvement. Be strong, be brave, don't worry. If today you are not able to fulfill your own expectations, you are feeling sad, you are feeling low, you are feeling demotivated, just stop and think about yourselves. Count your strengths. You already know a lot of your weaknesses which are making you feel so heavy. Now is the time to count your strengths to make you feel better, because only you are the solution for all your problems. Let me tell you this. Problems are in everybody's life. You just can't wait for an age where there will be no problems. Ever you will wait for an ideal time, an ideal age when there will be no problems, when there will be less responsibilities, then you are only betraying yourself. Instead, today, improve by 1%. I really like this thing. This makes a lot of sense. Improving by 1% will make you satisfied. Of course, Rome was not built in one day. You can't do just everything in one day. I've also seen this thing that unrealistic expectations is also one of the major problems for unhappiness in people's life. Daily, people are so ambitious that they plan so many things that they'll do this, and at the end of the day, either they're not able to fulfill that, or till late night they're pushing themselves so that they can fulfill all of the targets, the expectations which they had from themselves. That is dangerous. Just strive for improving yourself by 1% daily. It will do wonders. So this was a small piece of advice which I wanted to give. I know it is very ordinary, but sometimes it is important to think about the real problems which are affecting our lives. Because I have seen so many people, and I have seen myself running morning to evening, Monday to Friday, without getting even an hour to sit and ponder where I am going, right? Is it really okay to feel low, or is it really okay to feel overwhelmed? I've been through them all. But while questioning all these things to myself, I got the answers. And when I got the answers, I thought, why not help others get answers to their problems too. So here goes my first ever YouTube video. I am not a native English speaker, so any grammatical errors here and there or any disagreement with my thoughts, I am really sorry for that. And any valuable suggestions, I am open to them. Let's make our lives better together.